No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for him.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time.
And here's MP for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
MP looking solid from there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. The coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, there's the Heat. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And when you look at Miami, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In fourth, the Heat.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And the rejection by MP. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Hart outside. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation. This summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Adebayo with this screen on Bridges. Outside, Adebayo. Back to Hero. 4 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. And he comes up with the deuce. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Well, you have to love a player with the awareness that Dan has here. He knew the situation and beat the shot clock.
There's the line. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, nice touch on the lob, and Towns made sure to finish the play.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Mitchell outside. Over MP, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he was in attack mode, but it's hard to score with a man in your shirt.
Anunoby has the open look. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Hero with it. He has yet to score. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. He's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And MP subbed in for Miles McBride. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for the Heat. The Heat trail by 9 on the floor for Miami. We've got Fontecchio. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in at the 4-man position. And that one's good, Fontecchio.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers put on a show. He came away with 34 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Towns looking it over. Pick at number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The 3 from MP. MP, that triple is down the hatch.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get that.
Here's Hero. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Wow, his shooting woes continue and is weighing down this offense.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Hero with the 3. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Perry passes to Robinson. MP against Hero. And Robinson throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 9 points. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted as a kid what they tell you do. It turns to motivation, what they say to you. Hey man, all day is the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take.
So for the Knicks, Harden's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jalen Brunson. .115 left to play here in the half. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Powell inside. Defended by Bridges. Here's Mitchell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Works that one inside. Nice.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 12 in the game.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
The Heat trail by 9. On the wing, Wiggins. To the inside. Towns with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Towns with the defensive effort. Got it up. And that one is off. And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah. And let's move on to the race for... And that is our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
MP out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Miami Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back over to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So, with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help the guys who can move their feet and have great length to cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
The Heat trail by 12. Mitchell kicks to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. On the wing, Mitchell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. New York leading by 12. Hart with the screen for MP. Towns high post. Adebayo on him. 6 to shoot. Hart with the screen for MP. Hawkes with the rebound.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Mitchell with it. Now defended by MP. Mitchell, count that one. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Hero finds Mitchell. Back to Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Hero's got 9.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hawkes with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
For 3, Mitchell hits the 3-point bomb. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
Smart right there by the Giants. Good to see Kyle share the wealth like this.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Davion Mitchell. Very no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Bridges dishes to MP. Hart, right side. New York, no good that time either.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Hero passes to Pop. And stolen by Anunoby. Here's Perry. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Launches it. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, Hero. And it's good for 2. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high.
Good in for the Knicks. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miles McBride. And MP subbed in for Jalen Brunson. On the court for the Heat, we got Jaime Jaquez. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. Outside, Hero. Now Powell fires the 3. That does not go. Jaquez against Hart. MP. He drills the 3.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Hero. Mitchell outside. Here's Hero for 3. Cleared away by Hart.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. Guys, he's been a leading airman. It's been time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, Allie, thank you. To Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Now Towns. MP outside. Anunoby fires. 3. Good.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Mitchell looking it over. Ake sets a screen for Hero. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they can't walk the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Hero there for the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Count it.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Hero.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Hero.
2 shots.
And Hero drops them both. MP